Today is Monday, March 17th, and today I learned that you can think all you want of what could have been, right? What could have happened, what you could have done to change your current situation or make the current situation better. But ultimately, you can't change the past, and all you can do is just focus on what you can do right now. That's kind of what I learned today, because I was thinking about today. I kind of experimented with my schedule a little bit, and I did my workout in the morning rather than the afternoon, because I always do it in the afternoon, or I guess evening. But I tried doing it in the morning today, and as I was doing it, I felt so weird, and I just kept thinking, like, what if I could have been really productive in this time if I hadn't decided to experiment today? Like, it could have been a more productive day or whatever. So I was kind of just thinking about that, and I was like, I need to stop thinking of what could have been, right? Or what could be, honestly, in the future as well, and just focus on what I can do right now. It's really, I'm honestly just prioritizing, or not prioritizing, I'm honestly just basing my actions on what I can do, not what could have been or what could be done. Because I was thinking a lot about, like, what could have been, right? And when you're thinking on the past like that, when you're thinking on the past of what could have been, you can't change the past, right? You can only learn from the past and just move on and try to, and like, the past is everything that has happened in the past is makes you who you are. Like, you are formed by your past, right? So you can't change it, and all you can do is learn from it and appreciate it, right? So stop thinking about what you could have done, because you can't do anything about it, and just learn from it for next time, right? But if you're thinking about what you could do, like, you feel like you could be better, you feel like you have more potential, you feel like you could be this or could be that, I think your future is only shaped by your present, right? So it's not necessarily what you could be, but what you can be right now, and how you can shape like what the actions you're doing right now, so that in the future they kind of align with what you wanted or whatever. Basically, I guess the ultimate learn is just stop. Like, obviously it's good to think on the past, and it's good to think on the future and what you want, how you can learn from things. It's good to do those things, but sitting and constantly thinking about what you could have done or what you could be, this relates to what I talked about in yesterday's video, where I talked about how thinking about things doesn't do anything for you. Like, the only thing that will get you to where you want to be is actually doing that thing, right? So in the same way, thinking about what you could have done, thinking about what you could be, doesn't actually get you there. The only thing that gets you there is, like, just doing what you can do right now, controlling what you can control right now, and letting the rest take care of itself. So that's kind of what I was thinking about today. And then I was also thinking about, like, there's coulds, but then there's also shoulds and woulds, right? Because I guess the would, like, I would have done that, that's like kind of more into the past, but there's also the shoulds. There's the coulds and there's the shoulds. What you can do and what you should do. And I think this kind of goes back to my time management video, right? You have your priorities set, right? You have your responsibilities and your goals. Your responsibilities are your shoulds, and your goals are your coulds. Like, you could do this, you could be better in this way, you could do all that. Kind of. You could, that's a loose relation to those things, but you need to be prioritizing your shoulds over your coulds, obviously. Like, the same thing, you need to be prioritizing your responsibilities over your goals. And in the same way, you can be thinking about, like, everything you should have done, because not only are you thinking about what you could have done, but what you should have done. Like, you did something wrong, and in the same way, like, obviously it's good to learn from that, but you cannot continue thinking on that, and you cannot continue like wallowing in what you should have done. All you can do is learn from it and move on, right? The shoulds are just more important. What you should do is more important than what you could do, obviously, right? But a lot of times we prioritize what we could do over what we should do, right? Like, I've experienced this in, like, school projects. Like I'm building something and I could add this really cool thing, but I still haven't finished this requirement. But then I prioritize this cool thing rather than prioritizing what I should add and what I need to add. And a lot of times we kind of procrastinate on our shoulds because if it's a should, if we need to get that thing done, then it will get done, right? So it's a constant struggle. And I find myself constantly thinking about what I could have done or what I should have done. So I guess the main thing I learned is that, yes, it is generally good to think about the past and just think about what you can do better for next time and learn from that. But learning comes from applying, right? Learning comes from applying. So thinking about it so much, overthinking it, getting super stressed about it for no reason is not going to benefit you. What's going to benefit you is actually changing and actually doing the right thing next time, or doing what you can do next time, trying your best next time, right? And this kind of connects to another small thing that I learned today. That next time, I feel like learning for the future, like it always feels like the future is never here. It always feels like when I'm trying to learn something and apply it to a later time, I'm never able to apply it because I never feel the situation to apply it. And something I was thinking about today is just like, that time is now. Apply it now. And even though like it may not be the right situation, or like put it in the forefront of your mind, right? Like that time is now. Apply it now. What is something else that I was thinking about? Because a lot of times I'll just be like, this is what I need to be doing. But I always think of it in the future. Next time I encounter this situation or something like that. But instead, just like, you can probably apply these things you're learning sooner than you think. Like apply it right now, right? Like my example was like, I need to have more faith, right? I'm a Christian, so I need to have more faith. I need to be more faithful. And I was just thinking like, it's not like I'm waiting for a challenge or something to be faithful. I just need to be faithful right now, right? Especially with these super general learnings, like being intentional, right? That's another thing. Like it's not like next time you face adversity, you be intentional. No, just be intentional right now with what you're doing right now. Because you can't get good at the bigger things until you get good at the small things. That is one of the biggest things I've learned this year. You cannot expect to be able to like do what you need to do in the right situations for bigger things until you get good at practicing with the small things, right? This is a common phenomenon around everything. Like you can't curl 50 pounds until you can curl 10 pounds, right? You can't, in my softball, like I can't hit a moving ball until I can hit the stationary ball, right? The way I want to, right? So you can't accomplish these bigger things until you can like have the bite-sized chunks. I don't know why that was the analogy I used. Until you can like get the smaller parts first, and so you can slowly build your skill level and slowly build your foundation so that when those harder things come, you can actually do what you need to do in that situation. And so the way that you like for some reason I always keep on looking out for opportunities to do the right thing. But really, it's just right now. Just right now, be faithful. Right now, be intentional. Right now, take action. Don't think about next time. Next time is right now. Just do it right now. Doesn't matter what the situation is. Whatever thing you've been learning recently, for me, I'm just trying to be more intentional. Just apply it right now. Like as I'm saying this, I want to be more intentional with the words I'm speaking, with the way my body language and the way I'm filming this video. Like literally as I'm speaking, I'm trying to do this right now, not next time, not when I go start procrastinating on my school and I'm trying to be more intentional with that. No, just do it right now, because if you can get good at small things, then you can get good at the big things. And a lot of things, these things are smaller than we think. They're smaller than we think. We don't realize that these are opportunities to grow. I think the opportunities are smaller than you think. That's what I wanted to say. The opportunities you get are smaller than you think, and you cannot underestimate that. You have to realize that every situation, every moment is an opportunity to grow. Every moment is an opportunity to grow. So right now, focus on that. Whatever thing you've been learning in your Bible reading, through watching my kind of videos, that kind of thing, whatever you've been learning from life recently, apply it right now. Be intentional right now. Be faithful right now. Be whatever right now, right? Because this is the moment that you do that. This is the small opportunity where you can do that. And you can slowly, like I said, bring it on to bigger things. So that is what I learned today. Hopefully this video was helpful to you. If you did find it helpful, then I'd love a like and a comment. Comment down below, like, what are you learning right now and how are you trying to apply that right now? Like, for me, I'm just trying to be more intentional with everything. And right now I'm trying to be more intentional with the words I'm speaking, trying to not say all these filler words, trying to have good body language, and trying to make eye contact, or I guess it's camera eye contact, but whatever. Just being intentional with the way I am filming this right now. So let me know what that is for you. What have you been learning recently, and how are you trying to apply it right now? I would love a comment if you have any. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, this is the video that I posted yesterday where I talked about, like I said, like, thinking doesn't get you anywhere. You actually have to take action. You can subscribe in that corner. And if you subscribe, I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.